everybody, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. I hope you are too. I hope you're having an awesome day. Well, I want to first say thanks for joining me on this tech review unboxing video. Today we're going to be going over the Fositan. I believe it's Fositan, not Fositan. Fositan. Here's a logo. The Fositan 336 bicolor portable LED lights. This is a big box. Need the handy box cutter. Whoosh. These are like the lights themselves. A lot of padding. We have the light stands. Definitely the light stands. And nothing else. Okay, so these are clearly the light stands. Yeah, you can tell. I'm gonna set these aside for right now. Let's go and get this guy opened. So you can see the logo right here. Fositan. Packing slip. Official Fositan manual. All right, so let's go and open these up. I know these are small, but they're supposed to pack a big punch. So I'm gonna set the manual aside for right now and just grab one of these. And here we have it. Let's go and pull this apart. We have the LED lights with a snapped on diffuser. Always nice. Diffusers are important to avoid the hard light. We have a charger for a battery. After all, they are portable. Now I want to quickly note that a lot of these lights don't always come with a battery and charger. We have the remote, we have the AC adapter, we have the power cord to the AC adapter, and then a couple of more adapters. We have a hot shoe ball joint mount, hot shoe to mount on top of the camera or some other devices, and then just a straight threaded mount. So I think this one might be used more often just so you have the flexibility of angling the light off of the stand. And that's it for the box. So you can tell that this company made the bundle pack for 2 lights, 2 stands to basically set their customers off to be self-sufficient when starting out. I mean, all you need at this point is a camera, and that can be your cell phone. So starting out, if you're new on YouTube, anyone who needs a portable LED light, you know, tight quarters, you can tell how small it is. It's not big, but again, these are supposed to pack a punch. So let's first put in the battery and just see. Trust me, I'm not gonna be upset if this thing's not charged up. Here's the back of the light. We have the battery, and then we have a power button right here in the center. You're gonna press and hold that for about 1 second. Let's see. Yep. Then we have directional arrows, up and down or left and right. Either left or right or up and down will control the brightness, intensity, or the color temperature. You can see that the battery is running low on this light. So I'm not gonna judge anything off of that. I'm gonna take the battery out and mount this on the light stand. And then we'll talk a little more about the actual LED lights and just some more on the specs with that. So here's a stand. Kind of your traditional light stand. It's not gonna blow you away as far as quality, but it's definitely a good quality aluminum. It's not super durable, but it will get the job done. Who really can define budget gear? You know, it's usually the cheaper stuff. The main point is you want a great looking production. You want your composition and you want your lighting to all be really good. It's more so the quality and the feel. Like it might feel a little hollow, it might feel a little cheap, but the actual result is normally pretty good. I have a lot of budget stuff. I've reviewed, you know, a lot of newer stuff which could be looked at as budget gear, but that's all besides the point. I think I might be straying off too much. Go ahead and open up the second light here. And of course, the same thing. I'm gonna put all of this away right now, except for the AC adapters. Second LED panel. Wall cable. And I think that's all I'm gonna need. I'm hoping one remote will control 2 lights. We'll see. If not, it is what it is. Oh. So here's a second light stand. Great. The next step is to actually plug these into the wall. So let me go ahead and take care of this really quick. I'm going to hold the power switch to turn these on. Okay, good. Great. They're both on. I'm going to leave this one here and just do a little demonstration of the actual settings right here on the back. So if I hit the down arrow, so I'll do it on both. So it looks like it makes the color temperature warmer. Now there are 13 levels of color temperature. And what this essentially does, it's going to swap half the light bulbs from white to yellow. There are 336 light bulbs on each panel, but half are dedicated to the cooler white temperature, or blue, and the other half is dedicated towards the yellow. So in other words, if you're on full yellow, like right now, all the blues are turned off and you're actually using half of the total LED lights. Just look at that. I'm washed out. So maybe as a desk lamp, that's just too bright. Let's turn the brightness down. How about that? So this is at the lowest level, and that is still pretty bright. For how small they are really bright, which is great because they're bright lights, and a lot of times for LEDs especially, it's hard to find bright lights. But even the lowest setting on this light panel, it's still a little overpowering. So you have two options, and by all means, I'm not saying this is a bad light, because you can use other methods like bounce it off a wall, or if you have the ball joint, you can face at the ceiling. You can actually direct light in those ways. So if you're gonna have it right next to you, you're gonna either need another diffuser, or you'll need to bounce it off a wall or a reflector or something, because this is pretty darn bright. I would rather have a super bright light like this than an underpowered light, because you can actually control it by bouncing it off the wall or anything like that and feather you rather than putting the light directly on you. So you're definitely getting a great light. I mean, look how bright. That's crazy for how small they are. I mean, look how small this thing is. It's like the size of my hand. So if you're in the market for lights, whether LED or incandescent or anything, keep an eye on the CRI levels. CRI means color rendering index, and that's how much your skin tones are preserved without the light overpowering it and blasting it away. You want a nice solid color coming out of your light when it's cranked up to its max, or at any level for that matter, that doesn't change tone or tint. A lot of lights will make your skin maybe look a little bluish or greenish because they're either so bright or it doesn't have a rated CRI level. Now granted, this is pretty bright, it's probably a little too bright, but as bright as it is, and borderline too bright as it is, you should still see a decent color shade in my skin. You know, I shouldn't be overpowered. Now, of course, if you're like this, yeah, I mean, I'm washed out. But depending on where it's at, if you have it a little bit further away, then you should look pretty good. You should just have a nice natural skin tone. And that also goes for products. So if you're using these for product photography or any subject for that matter, the high CRI level should retain that and not take away from the color. So we're going to control this light. I've made it yellow or warmer, and I can go right back to blue by going up. There you go. Now we're on the cooler temperature. If I crank this up, now I'm going on the right arrow. These are pretty darn bright. These are brighter than my studio lights. Yeah, that's super bright. I have the newer 660 LED lights with double the amount of bulbs, and I can almost guarantee that this is going to be brighter than even that. So you can buy these lights for, I think they're running about $139 right now on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below, and check them out, guys. You get a whole lot of stuff for that price. $139 will get you two lights that are super bright with the battery, which means you can move around your house. So you can go anywhere you want with these things. And the stands. All you need is a camera and maybe a tripod. That could easily be your cell phone. So just keep that in mind. If you're new to video and you're learning about lighting and stuff, these are great to start you off with, or as an extra in your bag. One thing I always say is lighting and audio are the two most important things about your video. If either of those two things are low quality or bad, then you got to rethink your equipment. So far, from the specs and from my handling just now, they are totally worth it. And I say that with confidence because LED lights are a lot more durable, they don't get as hot, and they're a lot more versatile than incandescents or fluorescents or halogens or any of those lights. And LEDs, normally their downs are often how bright they can be, how much power they can emit. But these are bright. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up if it helped you in any way, and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos. So just about it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.